This is going to be a two-part presentation on some of what I have learned and implemented in the area of physical fitness, especially what I call floor exercises. This first part is my talking on the subject, and the second part will feature a demonstration of my routine at a later date. I'm a registered nurse, and over the years I have amassed a daily exercise routine that constitutes 75 different exercises which take about 25 minutes to accomplish. Although I began my interest in physical fitness when I was in my single digits, running home from school daily about 1 mile, it was when I was 25 that I began a short study of karate. The first 8 minutes or so of each karate class featured warm-up exercises that included stretching and even some yoga. Although I did not advance beyond a karate yellow belt, I did continue with the daily warm-up exercises, gradually adding on more and more to the list based on what I was learning. I worked on adding more yoga and more stretching and other things as well. One thing that I have learned is that it is quite common for people to have a muscle imbalance in the area of their upper legs. Most people work out the front muscles, the quadriceps, and tend to ignore the hamstrings, so I have been working the hamstrings. Additionally, when I started having tendinitis in my legs, called iliotibial band syndrome, I learned that I needed to stretch these tendons. At about age 45, I was impressed with how scrawny my neck appeared. I made up a short series of neck exercises. Although I was now doing these neck exercises along with everything else, I more or less stopped thinking about my neck issue. A year or so later, I went to Men's Warehouse to get a suit, and the sales guy was going to pick out some suggestions. He began by asking, "What is your neck size? 16 and a half or 17? I just laughed and said, "No, it's always been 14 and a half. Now it was his turn to laugh as he measured my neck and determined that he had been correct. As I got a little older, I began having shoulder and neck issues, and I learned from physical therapy the extreme importance of both stretching and strengthening both the shoulders and the back. And of course, I began addressing the core. These issues are now very much under control. These exercises are suitable for both males and females and can be done by most people of any age. I started the program at age 25, and now I am a few years older than that. Stay tuned for part 2 at a later date.